and downs like most of us had. But one thing after all these years that I really come to believe, of course, that I love this country, I love this state, I love our communities, and one thing that I love, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. If you get a chance, go back and look at that Gettysburg Address. You know, when Lincoln traveled to Gettysburg after that horrible battle. It was horrible, except it's where the Union turned the tide to ending slavery. And it was great. That great first line saying, "We are a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all people are created equal." There you go. I mean, you can't beat it. I read it last night again, and I heavily recommend it. But you know, First Lincoln said, "Well, we can never have the courage or the sacrifice that those people gave at Gettysburg to save this country and to save our nation. But we can still stand up and do our share. And we can really never probably have the courage, and we're not going to be asked to give the sacrifice that people in World War II gave to stop it, to stop the Nazis, to stop Mussolini, the whole bit. And that, unfortunately, it looks like we're about ready to do it again. But hopefully, we'll be in the battlefield, it'll be in the political war. And I just encourage all of you to do it. I just want to say, you know, sometimes people I've talked to are a little bit pessimistic. I hope you're not. But what I say to them is, well, we had the battle to give women the right to vote. We had the battle for labor rights. We've had the battle for civil rights, the battle for environmental rights, gay rights, then the women's rights movement, and they all had their dark moments. But guess what happened? Who won all those battles?
We did.
We won every damn one. And we're gonna win this one. I don't have any doubt about it. So I encourage you all to get out. Of course, John Carter, Trump, and them, they're doing their best to try to tear down everything. Well, John's not really doing much. He's just not saying anything. It's kind of as usual. But nevertheless, we know what Trump and there were other speakers have said. You know, from U.S. aid, which of course could end up killing millions of people in Africa, tearing that down. The U.S. Department of Education, which is just ridiculous in terms of what they're doing to that agency. It just goes on and on. And the vets, the VA, what they're doing to the VA has just been despicable. So it's a hideous and shameful course that they've taken. But here's what I would, in closing, here's what I would kind of recommend. Everybody else says, what do you think we should do? Well, I think one thing, get after those Tesla dealerships. and that's one. Second, you know, we all need to